Hello there, Ibby. We got week 4 of 2024 recap here. Here's 190 on the high bar squats. Felt super easy. Slightly not misgrooved, but just a bit of a dodgy form. Like the bar path is a bit back and forth, but I think I corrected it for the most part on back offs. I'm feeling explosive on them high bars, at least. Feeling pretty good. Here's 145 on the SSB. For 4 sets of 8, pretty easy stuff. Just keeping it ticking over. It's like cardio, It's really weird. I'm not used to doing sets of squats with that many reps. So it's like regulating my breathing, and I'm like thinking about other things other than just, down and up. It's different and quite interesting to see what, loading a bit more volume does. Here's the comp bench singles of day 2. Both RP6, 145. Pretty happy with that. First one was a bit of a rushed pause, which I tend to be doing quite often. Here's 132.5. They're all pretty good pauses. Okay on that last one, I guess. Bit quick, but yeah, overall pretty good. Here's 220 on the 2 CT pauses. Deadlift, pretty happy with these. I didn't really hold off on anything, knowing that I had a big deadlift single. I didn't change anything throughout the week. I actually probably went a bit harder on these. I did 230 for my last 2 sets. Don't know why, it just felt quite easy. I was like, yeah, it's about a 6. So just upped the weight, but I don't know. Probably wouldn't have been a 6 if I'd have done it for all 5 sets. Here's 205 on the squats. Now my squats were a bit higher than last week when it was sorted. I'm not sure what this was down to. It might have been a slight bit of fatigue from the SSBs the day before, but I'm not sure. I'm not terribly unhappy with them. Definitely better depth than it was previously, and I'm still sinking through my heels and stuff, but yeah, I think I could have done better. Here's my deadlift warm-up. That was my last warm-up, 275. Moved pretty well, and I thought I could probably do 295. I actually thought I could probably do 300 if I needed to, but I didn't. And I thought this was a sensible load, but it did not move at the speed I wanted it to. I keep, thinking back to it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I could have pressed through my heels a bit more, and then, I'm constantly thinking about my form the whole time, but it really is one of them. And then my 145 didn't record, so I think I just put my last warm-up 140 in there with a really bad pause. But yeah, overall, not a bad week of training. I think the deadlift could have gone better. I think, could have gone into it with more hype, or could have been a bit more slow on the setup, got my chest up a bit more, and then give it that long arms. But I don't know, I think every time I do any PR, it always gets in my head a bit, even if I've got quite a lot of top end exposure, which I don't feel like I do with deadlift singles, heavy deadlift singles. We take it quite light, quite regularly, which obviously you have to do because they're very taxing. I feel like my form, even though my form did hold together quite well, I'm pretty happy with that. I feel like my setup and all of that, if I'd have just tempered the setup a little bit more and got less in my head about it, I'd probably have pulled it better. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and yeah, see you again.